Hit it.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Doing great.
Hi.
My name's Susan, and this is our Club Ask the Expert panel. This is going to be a twice monthly meetup. So real quick, let's go around the room and introduce ourselves.
Hey guys,
Peter.
Hey guys, my name's Peter, exercise specialist.
I don't know what everyone's looking at, so I'll just step in. I'm Nick, general manager.
I'm Carissa, assistant general manager.
And I'm Kimberly, also an exercise specialist.
Awesome. And today we're going to do a product review, right, guys? I think we've all brought one product or idea with us today to talk about. It could be anything under the fitness and wellness umbrella. So that's a lot of things. So we'll start with Peter.
All right. So I thought about this question real long and hard the last couple of days. And the one thing that stayed consistent throughout my whole quarantine workouts has been this guy, the Apple Watch. And although it's pretty expensive and it might be out of the price range for a few people, I don't even really use it for all the bells and whistles it has. Just whenever I'm sitting on the couch and then it gives me that notification, hey, it's time to stand up and get moving. That's just been the motivation that I've been using all throughout quarantine to just, all those simple reminders. So whether it's an Apple Watch, an app, a friend or your mom being like, hey, get up, go outside and do some stuff. I feel like, just constantly moving around and having that encouragement has been super helpful. And I recommend that, whether it be an app, an Apple Watch or anything, go out there and get something to help you motivate yourself.
So how much do those run?
Apple Watches. This one that I have, I think was $300. So they can get pretty pricey. But there's a bunch of other things like Fitbits you could get for like $50 or less. There you go. Kim's
$50.
Not $50, maybe a little more. But there's a bunch of free apps out there, such as like the Nike running app, stuff like that you could definitely get for free as well. So there's a lot of stuff out there.
Do you track your sleep with that? Do you use that for sleep?
I actually don't sleep with my Apple Watch because I am a little bit of a restless sleeper, and I've woken up a couple times where my Apple Watch has been thrown across the room in the middle of the night. So no, not for sleep, but for everything else. Yes, absolutely.
Beware, Peter in the wild.
Yeah. Watch out.
Anybody else have an Apple Watch?
I have a Fitbit. And I live with this thing. It's waterproof, though I'm still kind of terrified to put it in the water. So I usually take it off if I'm gonna like go swimming or something like that. But I use it for sleep. I also use it for cycle tracking and stuff for the ladies. And I track my workouts. But one of the best things I like about the Fitbit community is that I do these things called work week hustles. So Monday through Friday, you have a whole group of people all across the country, maybe even the world. And you all try to get as many steps as you can in between Monday and Friday. For a long time, my boyfriend and I were getting 100,000 steps between Monday and Friday. That's not so much the case these days, but you still look at like where you're at and the things, and humans are competitive. So I'm like, I got to get some steps, do a little dance party, come on, like something to get, like Peter said, to get motivated.
Yeah, can you access that app without Fitbit, or is that Fitbit specific?
That is Fitbit specific, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, it's through the Fitbit app.
And it's called
the challenge is a work week hustle, and you can like invite anybody. So for a while I had a few clients that had a Fitbit, and I invited them to a little work week hustle with each other. It was kind of funny. And they have like weekend warriors, so it's like on the weekend, Friday to Sunday or Friday to Monday, whatever. So it kind of depends on your lifestyle. On the weekends I'm cashed out, like I'm not doing much besides stretching, so I'll do the work week.
Nice. I noticed that in our steps challenge, Kim was racking up like 27,000 steps a day, like Monday through Friday. And then like you could tell Saturday, Sunday hit, whoop, feet up.
And do you have your steps from Saturday? Might as well not even add it. I did not get up.
All right, well, let's move on to Nick for a product review.
I'm pretty unproducty. I'm pretty low key when it comes to technology and all that. And you guys know I run all the time, and I'm a soccer player, so I don't have much. But what I do use, so when I do run, I think there's different shoes for different reasons. This is a Brooks shoe. You can tell I've already kind of chipped away at this corner over here, and there's red from the track. This is what I use for speed work. So speed work is obviously you're running differently than when you are running for a long time or if you're walking. So it's a more narrow shoe, and it's obviously incredibly light, and I love it. And it has neon, which means you have to run fast in it. When it comes to slower runs or walking, I actually just got this this year. I think it's called Ultra with an A. They're incredibly wide, which kind of looks funny when you wear it. You have this funny little feet, but they're very wide. And I actually have a foot that needs a bit of a wider forefront. And when you're walking and running slowly, it's incredibly comfortable. When you're sprinting, you're literally on your toes. You don't want all the extra space to swim around in. It's not a good thing. Also, you notice here, there's what's called zero drop. So this actually engages the, see if you look at here, right? And you look at this guy where it's increased a little bit, there's a big difference. This is because you're trying to be in this stance when you're running fast, and you're trying to evenly strike with a lower drop shoe. This is harder on your calves, right? So if you have calf tightness, you definitely want to be a little bit more careful and cognizant of what you'll feel like. But they're very comfortable. I endorse both of them. And I just like to rotate shoes, and obviously a hat. I think Peter's going to talk a little bit later on about something else that he enjoys. But as much as I want to put, sunblock on, which I do, I always feel kind of like I sweat more because it's just like covering me in like cellophane. So I'll put a thin layer, but I cover myself in that hat, which I enjoy. That's all I got, kids.
All right. Anybody else? I know Nick's the big runner of the group. So I personally, you've seen my shoes. I wear them until I get holes in them. So I'm not the best person to talk about shoes, but.
Yeah, I've learned not to run in my Chucks. I'm a lifter in my Chucks, but yeah, finding running shoes, and I have 2 different issues on my feet. So it's like finding a good running shoe that's like, okay, this works for both sides.
There's so much science behind it too that's unique to people. You know, like what I'm saying might not work for what you like. Everyone has different arches, support. Everyone has different whether it's narrow or wide. And I know Carissa has the 5-finger feet thing, which I just I can't do it. And I like a low profile shoe, but there's also that side of the spectrum, which I got tender feet. I don't know, it bothers me. So.
All right, well, speaking of Carissa, let's move on to your product review.
Okay, so I have a product that is already in everyone's household, so no need to spend money or go run out to the store. Just 2 towels. That's it. You could use 2 towels to do so many different exercises, whether you're working your core and you're going to place your toes on them and do some sort of tuck or mountain climbers, squat thrusts. You could use just one to do a lunge or a single leg squat. So many different exercises you could do, and you don't even have to spend money. You just need a hardwood floor and 2 towels. That's it. So you could do planks on your forearms, straight arms, get your heart rate up. It could be more of a sculpting exercise workout, or you could do more cardio with it. Like I said, the squat thrusts and mountain climbers, plank jacks, anything like that. So really simple, really easy, and kind of no excuses, right, to get your workout in and change it up.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if you don't have a hardwood floor, another option is what Peter demonstrated. I think this was last week with the body saw plank.
Yeah, on the tile.
Yeah, so if you have either carpet too, carpet works with socks, or towels with the hardwood floor. But there are multiple ways to mimic that.
You know, I've seen Eb Samuel, Men's Health fitness director, use a towel when he was doing like lat exercises. So he'd have a beach towel or a bath towel, and he'd hold that straight, and then he would do the full range of motion. I knock into my own wall. And so a buddy of mine saw me do it and said, wow, I had no idea that you could get such muscle engagement out of using a towel, because it definitely keeps everything aligned to the point where you're recruiting the right muscle groups.
Nice. So Carissa, for somebody who hasn't used the towels before, let's give them maybe a couple of exercises to start with.
Sure. Basic exercise that I think anybody in the gym's done is a lunge. Just standing upright with your feet placed behind you, placing one foot on, or your toes, I should say, on the towels, and letting the towel slide back behind you, coming into a lunge position, and then coming all the way back up to standing upright. With the same setup and position, you could slide the towel out to the side for a single leg squat, and then pull the towel back in. And then, you know, another great one is if you wanted to do some leg curls, get those hamstrings, you could lay flat on your back, placing the towels underneath your heels, lifting your glutes up, and then driving and pulling your heels in towards your glutes, lengthening your legs out, and lowering down onto the mat.
Awesome. That's a good one. And then two, check out Carissa's latest Monday mover. I think you had mountain climbers in there with the towel.
Yes.
Carissa, you're like a freaking spark plug, I swear. When it was the Saturday circuit breaker or the Monday mover, I'm like, this girl just doesn't stop moving. So nice job with that. And it just dawned on me, if you don't have to go out there and buy a hardwood floor, if you do have carpet, I just remembered what you could use. Anyone remember?
Paper plates?
Yeah. Paper plates.
There you go.
So for you carpets out there, paper plates are your towels.
All right, on to Kim.
Well, I've got a few because I do that. So one, I find the rubber bands that you usually see in a gym to be quite annoying. For some reason, I just have legs that seem to make them roll, and that is so uncomfortable and it's annoying, and they snap really easily. So I actually went out, and it was not that expensive, on Amazon, and found cloth. They're so durable. These ones have lasted me already a couple of years, like so durable. They come in like 3 different sizes, just like the rubber ones do. But they're much more comfortable. They don't roll, and they're just way easier. So this brand is So Prime. They're also on Instagram, and they've got a lot of different colors. But honestly, so many companies are coming out with bands like these, I think for that specific reason. And they have super fun ones. I think it's called Move Fit Company, something like that. Have ones with little like tacos on them. I want to get those. I might get those tacos. And only use them on Tuesdays. No, I'm just kidding. The other thing that I discovered from my mom actually is a Bubba. So this thing is a water bottle essentially, but it like, I have ice in here from last night. And and like, so when I'm working out here in Wisconsin, I'm usually working out outside on my parents' deck, and it's the sun is hot. And this thing can stay in the heat. The outside is like kind of hot to the touch. And I'm like, no, my water. And then it's still ice in there. So I was using hers so much that she just bought me my own one, and it's watermelon colored.
Hey,
you know how much that cost, Kim?
Mama, this one was like 14, right? Yeah. It was like
That's not bad.
Is it
14 bucks.
Does it work if you put ice cream in it?
Does it work if you put ice cream in it? I will
That's a
test
good
that
question.
and make a post about it, and we'll get back to that. I'll
And
make a
vari-
milkshake.
and various types. Is it hold soft serve? Is it hold chocolate chip cookie dough? I'm just asking the people.
I'll go to Culver's, get a mixer and put it in here, and then
Okay.
I'll let you know. That's awesome. I'm gonna try that. I have to watch this, but that's okay. And then the last thing that I use that I think is super helpful, especially during quarantine, is an app called MyFitnessPal. You know, and I'm somebody who I put my goal calories just a little bit less because I don't like to track every single thing that I eat. So if I hit my calories on the app, I'm usually like at my goal, which is a little bit higher than that because, you know, don't get too obsessed with it. But I think it's helpful to be like, ooh, you know, Brandy mentioned on our live panel, like, you know, oh, wait, I'm not moving as much. I'm not getting my 20,000 steps a day. Like, you know, oh, maybe that's why I'm gaining weight or not losing weight or maintaining or whatever. So that is something that I use to check in every once in a while, just to kind of keep on track with that for me and my goals personally. So
the cloth bands, and then it's Bubba.
Bubba.
Oh, I see. Did you get that on Amazon too?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right. So that, and then MyFitnessPal.
Yeah.
Bubba's like the fun-loving guy at every tailgate.
I know, right? Well, and it also kind of reminds me of Forrest Gump, which is like one of my favorite movies.
Oh, there you go.
Ah,
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
shrimp gumbo, shrimp scampi.
That's about all I can think of.
Right. I think the next time we do this, it's gotta be a movie review season.
There you go.
I'm down.
Right? Just
Big
break
movie.
down different scenes of Forrest Gump, actually.
We could do that. I'd be so game for that. I watched it on my plane ride to Wisconsin, actually. Well, most of it. It's not quite that long, but.
Susan, do you have a product?
I do have a product, and I don't have you anything to show you, but so we've been doing a lot of giveaways on our Instagram channel. Our latest is with TerraCore. Next month we have a surprise giveaway, and I'm not going to say anything, or should I? Should I say something?
No, but it's huge.
Huge. I'll keep it a secret.
Huge.
But by the time you're viewing this, you probably already know. So, but my product review is with another company that I'm hoping to partner with, maybe for an upcoming giveaway, and it's called Ski Row. Has anyone heard of that?
Is that like an upper, like a...
Is that the, yeah.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
it's 2-in-1. Yeah, so when Concept 2 came out with, they first had their erg, the rower.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they maybe in, I don't know, probably 5 years ago, came out with the ski erg.
Yeah.
And when they dropped that, it looked like, to me, when I first saw it, it looked like a rowing machine just tilted up.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a 2-in-1 machine. But then I find out it's a separate machine with the flywheel specifically for skiing. So Ski Row is a different company. It's not Concept 2, but it is that. It's 2-in-1. So it's a rowing machine, and then you can tilt it vertically. There's the handles up here, and you can use it as a skier too. So
That's
I
fascinating.
dig it.
Yeah.
Amazing product. I think it's with Energy Fit. I've contacted them already. They have a showroom nearby, so I'm going to go check it out. And then hopefully we'll get one to give away to one of our lucky members.
Oh my God.
That'd be amazing.
One of our lucky staff members.
Hey, can I interject about our members? So just a message to the members. No one's getting charged ever since we closed the doors in March. I promise you that. If you look at your pay statement, you look at the year to date, you haven't been charged all these months, and you will continue to not be charged. We don't know when we will open the doors, but when we do, you will only get charged when you opt in. So you won't all of a sudden become automatically charged again. So please remember, we are member first, employee first, awesome fitness option for you guys. We're not running ourselves like an Equinox. Who said that? Like a commercial gym. So you're not getting charged for anything. And if you need to go back into the club and grab any belongings that you have there, totally fine. Email me and I'll connect you with her security and they will bring you there and you can grab anything and everything that you need.
Nice.
Sorry, little public service announcement to.
No, well said.
Yeah.
Any final comments from anyone else?
Yes.
Super,
So
we can't do this. Oh, yeah.
I hope everybody was able to watch my Trainer Tip Tuesday yesterday to hear about a wonderful product that everybody should be using this summer. That is sunscreen. So you're probably wondering what my sunscreen of choice is, and that is Coppertone. So I'm sure you've all seen the picture of the little dog like biting that girl's shorts. Yep, that's the brand. That's the one. Old Faithful Coppertone. I prefer the Coppertone Sport just because, like to be athletic. But yeah, great product, guys. Make sure that you're putting your sunscreen on. I unfortunately forgot to wear sunscreen the other day and got torched. So remember, pick up that Coppertone. You could get it pretty much at any store, like Food Town, Walmart, anything. Coppertone is in most places, and it's a brand you could trust, and will give you
He's not getting paid for this, guys.
Just put
We're not
McGowan.
sponsored here.
This is not sponsored,
Put Peter McGowan in the promo code.
Yeah.
Or like the Truman Show or something, like Coppertone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just talked about the Truman. I just talked
Who
about
are
the
you
Truman
talking?
Show. I just talked about the Truman Show last week. Another film review that we need to do. Huge fan of the Truman Show.
Ooh, my favorite scene where he's like the alien and he draws it on the mirror and then he looks and he said, "That one's for free."
Right. Peter, but the reason why you bring it up too, I think you've mentioned before, at least to the teams, that you've got some allergies.
Yeah, that's right. So ever since I was a little kid, growing up, you kind of just get whatever is given to you. And I believe I was at a friend's house and got their sunscreen, which was not Coppertone. And I got this crazy rash pretty much all over my whole body. So Coppertone is the only one I will use don't want to get any rashes or anything like that. So there must be something good in there that it could be good on my sensitive skin. So for all those sensitive skin people out there, Coppertone is your best bet.
Nice.
Yeah,
and it's also a good time to give your skin a scan for anything out of the ordinary, unusual. Make those annual appointments, which is that hard to do? I'm not in the city. Is it hard to get in and see a doctor right now?
Great question.
I don't know.
Well, from what I've heard, and this is just anecdotal from the news, is that hospitals and doctors have been seeing slower traffic because of the notion of fear of going to a place that may have had a COVID positive patient. So I think that it's almost the stigma that's making it more difficult versus if they're open or not. But it's a great question to ask, and I think it depends on where everyone lives.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't deter you. You still have to go to the doctor when you need to go.
And depending on what it is, you can always do like a virtual session with your doctor or
Absolutely.
specialist.
Yeah.
Which
I just recently did a teledoc appointment. My
Yeah.
first time, super easy. I got a prescription. Highly recommend.
Same.
Really, teledoc just is in the midst of guys, you know that at this point in time, I'm pivoting and just watching the news channel every day. Teledoc just purchased Livongo. Livongo is another company that takes care of people with diabetes and high cholesterol. It's a mobile solution that you don't have to go to the doctor. Crazy merger, you guys. This is like the future of telemedicine. But anyway, that's on the next episode of mastromoney.com. And also, Susan, do we have, and this is an honest question, I'm not sure, do we have the potential of having the well-being team on here in the future?
Yeah, so we're going to aim to do this meetup twice monthly. Definitely follow us on YouTube. This is where we'll house all of our videos. Follow us on social media, on Instagram especially, our Slack channels. Keep a lookout for the newsletter every month. It has all of our events and big stuff in there. Yeah, and then upcoming episodes of this will be sure to include our registered dietitian, our on-site well-being specialists, potentially different physicians from different areas of specialty, and
the copper tone and the copper tone sales rep, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yep. There you go.
Well,
But
great.
that's all for me, guys. Do you guys have any final comments?
We
Final
miss you.
comments.
Hey, send us your questions, everybody. Otherwise, I'm gonna make up my own questions, and that's dangerous.
All right. I will see you all next time.
Good seeing you guys.
Yay.
Seeing you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.